Good morning, everyone, and welcome to University Unitarian Church in Seattle, Washington. It's Sunday, May 2nd, 2021, and my name is Jon Luopa. I'm the senior minister here and happy to welcome you this morning. I'm here in the chapel with my colleague, Beth Chronister, our musicians, and our tech crew, and it is good to welcome you, no matter where you are, here in the Seattle area or even in many parts of the country and the world. During these pandemic times when so many of us have been forced to quarantine and isolate, it's all the more important for us to be intentional about structuring opportunities for us to listen to each other, to hear each other's concerns, and to make plans to take action on things that are of mutual concern. And over the course of the spring and the summer, you will be invited to a number of those opportunities, including stewardship circles and eighth principle conversations, and also this spring, listening sessions for the Sound Alliance. The Sound Alliance is a group of community organizations we joined in 2007. There are educational institutions, labor, churches, schools, government, all kinds of folks who come together and discern what is on our minds as individuals who live in the Puget Sound area, and how might that inform the work that we can do together across organizations. And so beginning next week, and then 2 opportunities after that, you will be invited to join a listening circle for the Sound Alliance. The wonderful thing about these listening circles, though, is that what they focus on is what is pressing on your life, what matters to your heart and to your mind, and to find the common wisdom in comparing notes with the other organizations as they also survey their people. You'll learn more about it next week. I encourage you to join us if you can, both for the service and for the first listening session, which will happen after that service, and 2 more to follow. Let us begin the service this morning with the ringing of the bell.
I call us to worship this morning with these words from the Reverend Teresa Soto. In this community, we hold hope close. We don't always know what comes next, but that cannot dissuade us. We don't always know just what to do, but that will not mean that we are lost in the wilderness. We rely on the certainty beneath, the foundations of our values and ethics. We are the people who return to love like a north star, and to the truth that we are greater together than we are alone. Our hope does not live in some glimmer of an indistinct future. Rather, we know the way to the world of which we dream, and by covenant, in the movement forward of one right action and the next, we know that one day we will arrive home. Welcome to University Unitarian Church. Welcome to worship this morning from wherever you are. It is good to be together. Would you please join now in singing our doxology, followed by hymn number 34, Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire.
When I moved from All Souls in Washington, D.C. to this area, I visited all the Unitarian churches and decided to become a member at UUC. Over the years, I have sung in the choir, I have taught in Sunday school, I have mentored in the coming of age group, and I've served on the care and social justice committees. I stood by the curb between services to advocate for Black Lives Matter. I have enjoyed fabulous food and friendship in our cluster, and I have enjoyed the intimacy of our covenant groups. On Sunday mornings, I love the sermons that give me food for thought, and I enjoy the music between Bach and jazz. It makes my heart bounce. For me, UUC has been a place of spiritual growth and social engagement and activism. So once a year, I squeeze my budget and donate generously because UUC is my favorite investment. Please join me in saying the words of our offering statement. This church is a community of ourselves. Its energy and resources are our energy and resources. Its wealth is what we share. When we contribute to the life of this community, we affirm our lives within it.
Glorious. Thank you. Would you please join me now in the spirit of prayer and of meditation, and beginning to drop into your breath, and into your body. I offer you this meditation from the Reverend Nathan Walker. Breathing in, I am aware of my pain. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my pain. Breathing in, I am aware of my past. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my past. Breathing in, I am aware of my anger. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my anger. Breathing in, I am aware of my despair. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my despair. Breathing in, I am aware of peace. Breathing out, I am aware that I am worthy of peace. Breathing in, I am aware of love. Breathing out, I am aware that I am worthy of love. Breathing in, I am aware of joy. Breathing out, I am aware that I am an agent of joy. Breathing in, I am aware of hope. Breathing out, I am aware that I am an agent of hope. Breathing in, I am aware. I invite you in this shared awareness and shared presence to add the silent prayers and longings of your own hearts. Amen, and blessed be.
Friends, I'm going to start this morning with a poem by Marge Piercy, one we've shared before here at University Unitarian Church, and perhaps you may know some of the words, and there are so many wonderful lines in this poem. Here it is. Learning to love differently is hard. Love with the hands wide open. Love with the doors banging on their hinges, the cupboard unlocked, the wind roaring and whimpering in the rooms, rustling the sheets and snapping the blinds that thwack like rubber bands in an open palm. It hurts to love wide open, stretching the muscles that feel as if they are made of wet plaster, then of blunt knives, then of sharp knives. It hurts to thwart the reflexes of grab, of clutch, to love and let go again and again. It pesters to remember the lover who is not in the bed, to hold back what is owed to the work that gutters like a candle in a cave without air, to love consciously, conscientiously, concretely, constructively. I can't do it, you say. It's killing me. But you thrive, you glow on the street like a neon raspberry. Don't you just love that? When was the last time your partner told you you were a neon raspberry? There you go. But you thrive and you glow on the street like a neon raspberry. You float and sail a helium balloon, bright bachelor's button blue, and bobbing on the cold and hot winds of our breath as we make and unmake in passionate diastole and systole the rhythm of our unbound bonding, to have and not to hold, to love with minimized malice, hunger and anger, moment by moment, balanced. Marge Piercy, to have and not to hold. In the beginning, there was love, a mysterious spiritual hunger to be in relationship. In the beginning, there was love, a powerful passion to be with each other. In the beginning, there was love, an infinite urge toward intimate belonging. In the beginning, there was love, an ultimate need to care and to be cared for. In the beginning, there was love, and there was nothing but this love. And love created chaos and cosmos and designed them with such intense desire for one another that they united into a single reality, and now the two are always found inseparably together. Love also created night and light, each with a deep loneliness for the other, which destines them forever to follow one another for the bliss of embracing briefly in the twilights of dawn and evening. Love, too, created the sea and the sand, each with precious gifts needed by the other, which are exchanged through caresses and collisions wherever the surf encounters the shore. Then love created human beings, created us out of the very being of love itself, created us with the same passionate need to live in relationship, created us with the ultimate desire to belong with others, created us with the aching loneliness which can be assuaged only through the giving and accepting of urgently needed gifts in intimate, caring encounters. Each one of us is a wonderful contemporary creature of the infinite and eternal reality of love. We were conceived in love. We were born for love. We were nurtured by love. And to the extent that there is fulfillment in our lives, it is the consequence of appropriately expressing the unique and universal potentials of love with which we were created. What a bitter irony it is then, my friends, that we human beings have such a history of starvation for love. Certainly, love is the most powerful and persistent reality in the world, and yet, paradoxically, it is a fragile thing with many obstacles and many enemies. It is frequently under siege by selfishness, competition, inequality, carelessness, fatigue, insensitivity, and especially the fear of love itself. Love is easily broken, and when it is broken, those who did the loving get hurt with the most awful agony the human heart can know. Society is really a junkyard of demolished love relationships, which is haunted by wounded lovers who are searching for scrap pieces of love to salvage. Indeed, from the past to the present, love in our human family has been prevented and perverted by suspicion and hostility and discrimination and subordination, persecution, oppression. These pathologies of love have made all of us weak and sick and deprived us of the abundant benefits of human solidarity. Consequently, nobody gets enough love in this world where so much of our national and psychic and social resources are wasted on paranoid protection of the narrow self-interests of nations, classes, races, religions, sexes, and all the other divisions into which human beings ingeniously sift each other. We are presently in need of liberation from the spirit of enmity, which is embodied in the many divisive traditions which set us against each other. How can we be freed from this abuse of love? And how can we be free for an expression of love? Well, may I offer a parable, an allegory this morning. You see, 1,000 years from now, there will be a community here where the experience of love will be known mainly by rumor. There will be lots of talk about love and plenty of polite associations among the people here. It is Seattle, after all. But throughout the entire population, from one end of the community to the other, there will be a famine for participation in intimate relationships where the partners respect, trust, enjoy, and sincerely care for each other. In these hungry hearts, there will be the awful hurt of love's absence, an urgent need for love's presence, and a prayer-like hope that love might soon become once again powerful and prevalent in this community. Eventually, the leaders of the community will become concerned about this situation, of course, because when people are love-starved, they engage in socially explosive behaviors. And the top leaders, whoever they are, will authorize a program to promote love in the relationships of all the people who live here. And as is so often the case, they will think that, of course, they cannot do this program themselves, so they will employ some consultants or experts to serve and help. Each one of these experts will use a different strategy to promote love. Each expert will work in one of 4 quadrants of the community. Okay, if you're still with me, let's play with this a little bit, all right? The first expert will be an accomplished and most attractive model who over the years has developed their personality and maximized their potential, and who as a result became very desirable and cherished friend and companion for a great number of people. And by inheriting a pleasant appearance and acquiring a number of socially esteemed attributes and skills, this person became so supremely lovable to other people and always had so much more love in its life, more than it needed, really. This person's assumption about love will be that love is like a shy creature who must be lured out of the dark forest by the inviting sounds and sight of a dancing campfire and soul-stirring music, that most people, even those hungry for love, must be tempted out of their loneliness and seduced into intimate, caring relationships by partners with qualities which they need, appreciate, and admire. This expert strategy will involve helping these people in this quadrant to become lovable to each other. They will be taught to discern what potential love partners find attractive and desirable. They will improve their physical appearance, public image, and social graces. They will develop their interests and abilities in order to become the best and most beautiful persons they can be. And under this experts program, many of the community's loveless population will become lovable human beings who will arouse love in other people and who will finally have a real opportunity to experience love in their own lives. A model in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant will be a sweet little child. The child will be able to articulate no philosophy about love, and their simple strategy will be just to give and demand love from everyone they meet. As a child, they will be unaware of the lack of love in the community, and as a child, they will be innocent to the dangers of loving. Thus, they will trustingly lavish their kitten-like affections on anyone without fear of discrimination. And they will expect people to love them and to care for them. And they will assume that to be loved is their birthright. And if such loving is not given, they will cry or cajole or cuddle up to the people from whom they want love. until they get it. This little expert will invade the empty hearts of many people and fill their lives with an experience of love which they never knew could exist. And in loving this child and in being loved by them, these people will learn the fundamentals for loving one another from a child. In the third quadrant, the expert will be a gardener, a person who understands what is required for things to grow. They will know that love, like a plant, is ultimately a miracle which cannot be manufactured, but that miracles of love and plants alike are extremely dependent upon the condition and care of the garden in which they are expected to bloom. This person will build a strategy upon the knowledge that loving relationships, like lilies and periwinkles, need good soil, healthy seeds, and lots of intelligent cultivation, as well as the help of the sun and the rain. Loving people are extremely dependent upon conducive conditions and supportive structures. This expert will organize their people to revolutionize the culture of their quadrant, which has produced the famine of love. Together they will redefine gender roles, rearrange power structures, reform tax policies, reformulate their religious beliefs, reorganize the schools, revise their economic goals into a society which will cultivate love, honor love, and protect love. In this new society, there will be equality and equity, fairness, courage, trust, honest communication, security, and all the other nutrients necessary for the growth of love. Third quadrant, the gardener. And in the last quadrant will be an elder, full of memories about love and with many scars on their heart from participating in many loving relationships during a long life. They will be a sort of love scientist. How about that? And from all of their experiments with love, their trial and error experiences of love, they will have distilled 2 drops of wisdom, which they will administer as medicine to the people in their quadrant who are sick for the lack of love. The first drop of wisdom is that of all the experiences in life, love is the most precious. It is the pearl of great price and the most necessary to becoming an authentic human being. Without love, people are worthless, weak, incomplete, poor, and prone to doing themselves and other people's great harm. But with love, people are strong and rich and fulfilled and priceless and motivated to do good for others. Therefore, as this elder mingles with the people in the quadrant, they will persuade them to pride love above every other value and to seek love first, last, and always in everything they do. This elder will shout, "Go for love!" And the rest of what you want will come to you. Security, success, self-satisfaction will come to you as spin-offs of love. Go for love first. This elder's second drop of medicine is their studied observation that everyone who goes after love gets wounded and needs healing before they can go after love again. Love may be supremely important and necessary for people, but so many adverse things can happen in a love relationship. You know this. You feel this. So many things can go awry, which hurt lovers deeply and bleed their courage to try to love again. Misunderstanding, conflict, disillusionment, rejection, alienation, betrayal, loss, and sooner or later, all people, including experts, get lanced and suffer the wounds of confusion and anger and guilt and doubt and fear. And these wounds must be skillfully treated, or they will fester or callous a person's soul and make it too weary or too wary to ever love again. Therefore, as this elder moves among the people of its quadrant, they will be sensitive to the pains which deter them from participating in relationships and treat them with the healing balm of acceptance and forgiveness and peace and confidence, and encourage them to try loving again. They will heal others of their hurts and teach them to heal the hurts of each other. Actually, they may be only to help only a few of these people, but they will trust and depend upon each other to heal the rest. When these 4 experts have completed their work, there will be a significant increase of love among the people in this community. Of course, the leaders will debate which expert strategy was the most productive, and let's analyze it, and let's get a dashboard and look at it and see and measure and quantify. My goodness, to see which expert should be retained as we move into the future. And this debate will go on for at least another 1,000 years, for crying out loud. Well, okay, I'm done. That's my story. But I hope its meaning must be puzzled out, as it raises questions worthy of wrestling. And upon our answers to these questions depends the future of the world, the mission of this church, and the happiness and quality of your own life. In which of these quadrants would you like to live? Which strategy produces the most love in your life? Do you know the model? Do you know the child? Do you know the gardener or the elder? Do you love them? Are you related to them? These are fundamental questions of human existence. And wrestling with them is the prerequisite for an authentic, abundant life, and for participating in the saving of a love-starved world. So may it be. Amen. I invite you now to sing with me our closing hymn, There is More Love Somewhere.
There is more love somewhere.
Let's close again with Marge Percy. To love consciously, conscientiously, concretely, constructively. I can't do it. I can't do it. You say it's just killing me. I can't do it. But you thrive and you glow on the street like a neon raspberry. And when we're back in this room, I want all of you glowing. I'm going to do my best to be glowing too. You float and sail, a helium balloon, bright bachelor's button blue, and bobbing on the cold and hot winds of our breath as we make and unmake in passionate diastole and systole, the in and out of the beating of the heart, the rhythm of our unbound bonding, to have and to hold, to love with minimized malice, hunger and anger, moment by moment, balanced. May you be blessed. Amen.